Hello, awakened beings. Welcome to this channel. Here I do tarot and oracle readings to support you along your spiritual journey. If that interests you, feel free to check out any other content on the channel as well as interact with this video as you feel called to. Today's reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is general love messages for if you are in a couple or single. General love messages. All right, let's go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. There's this song in my head. I don't know what it is, but it's I'm on the road again. It's kind of country. But yeah, I only hear that part. I'm on the road again. Okay. So that's already kind of indicating to me somebody who might be single watching. Okay. Or in a cycle with somebody. Okay. It almost feels like you're making light of the situation, where it's kind of like, well, okay, here we go again. And although it's kind of like sarcastic, it's just kind of a little funny, like, man, okay, how did I get back in this situation again? Here I am. But man, silly me. Like, I don't know. It's kind of sarcastic and like depressing a little bit, but at the same time there's like this humor that you're placing on it. Yeah, so I don't know. So you could just be somebody who is optimistic or sees the positive side of things, maybe, or interacting with somebody who's like that. Okay. It's giving. Okay, Spirit is so funny. Like those Pixar movies or whatever, where like it's like well, yep, that's me. Here's how I got here. And so like it's the movie, it starts out with like somebody with their head dunked in a toilet or something, and then it rewinds to like the beginning of their day. Yeah. Okay. What do we got? We got Two of Swords back of the deck. Okay. I definitely feel like there's some disagreement here between you or another person, or it could just be like you and yourself. I mean, this is Gemini, right? So I don't know. It just feels like there's opposing views and not really knowing like what is the truth. So, when people say like, there's a side, like three sides to every story. There's yours, the other person, and then the actual truth. That's coming through of like trying to figure out like what is real, what is true, what is right. Okay. So there could be like some kind of ethical or moral dilemma here. Okay. Let's see what else. We got the Celestial Weaver. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. And Page of Cups. Okay. I like it. I feel like you could be like, honestly, like a sweetheart. You want to have a long-term type commitment, or you want a commitment. Let me say that. I'm looking at King of Pentacles here. Here's the thing. It's preceded by the Celestial Weaver. So the Celestial Weaver is open to possibilities. She is the manifester, where her thoughts create her reality. And then we have King of Pentacles right next to her. So it just seems like you are attracting or in alignment with a King of Pentacles. So you are creating a commitment. You want a commitment, living in a commitment. You see yourself with that. And yeah, this person, he's seated and it's like he's not going anywhere. And then we have Page of Cups after that as well. And so that's like this honeymoon phase. Someone who, it's giving Cancer energy. Okay. This is. So I'll just say this with the King of Pentacles, that's Earth sign. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. With the Cups, I do feel like Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, but the primary feeling with this I feel is Cancer and maybe some Scorpio. But anyways, I bring that up because I just feel like you're somebody who is either very like commitment focused and very loving. Like honestly, this can give a little bit of love bombing. That's the way that is coming through to me. So yeah, you could be experiencing that from a partner, or you could be that type of person or attracting that type of person. But remember, that brings me back to like this two of swords as well. So it could be that you kind of flip-flop between being very well grounded and kind of solid, because look at him, he kind of comes off as a like a general, right? Somebody who can general, or people in like in war. Yeah, so when it comes to like war or something, you need somebody who's like seated and well grounded, who can make decisions, right? And so with the Pentacles, when I picked up on, oh, this person's not moving from their seat, it's giving like unyielding, right? So I feel like sometimes either you or another person can be very unyielding, very solid and stern, direct perhaps. And then other times you can be more of a sweetheart or a cuddle bug or a love bomber. I don't know. So that's what I'm picking up on. So why the Two of Swords here? Why the Two of Swords? Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Two of Swords. I'm going to sit that there for a minute. Okay, Celestial Weaver. Well, come on now. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Okay. Okay. King of Pentacles. Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Okay. And Page of Cups. Starseed. What lights you up? Yeah, this is kind of, there's a serious side, and then there's this playful, loving side, of course, okay. But why do we have this break the chain here? Let's clarify that one more time. Why do we have this break the chain? Speak up. And we have card 33. Okay, somebody's got some... Somebody could be like showing up as, you know how we are, I guess like manifestations of our parents. And so the way that we're raised and stuff, we adopt those beliefs, we adopt that culture and things like that. And I just feel like maybe this stony persona, I mean, you know, people who have like more of a serious stony persona, that's to protect like their heart. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Gemini, some people say there's the inner child, and then there's like this adult that protects the inner child, right? So that could be, you know, true for you, or another person could be showing up like that. But at the end of the day, I just feel like you've got two cards of ancestry. So like, look, there's this person in the front. We've got the fist in the back. And then we also have break the chain, ancestral patterns, and healing, rewriting the future. So to me, this says that there's somebody showing up in this reading who could have a more stern or direct persona, and that can come from, the way that they were raised. Like maybe their father figure was like that, was a little bit harsh or something, or a parent that was very stern or strict or something. And I feel like you or they could be working through that energy of, leaning more into this softness. I do also see somebody who could be a parent here in this relationship, perhaps. But if you're a parent yourself, you could be rewriting the way that you parent your children, like wanting to give them more love and affection versus that strict mentality. I do also see that there's this finances coming through of somebody who's wanting to provide more or resources for their children or for their partner, for their household, because they could have come from a household that didn't have a lot of resources. So with this celestial weaver, I just see somebody who is very caring and committed, and they just want to provide the best for their partner and their household. Okay. Okay. I do see that with the Two of Swords here. And then we have Keepers of the Earth, You're Not Alone, Ancestors Stand Beside You. So I do see somebody who, is working on their finances, and that an opportunity is coming through for them to make waves to prepare for providing for a relationship or opening themselves up for a relationship, their partner, children, household, that kind of thing. So I do see finances weaving into this reading as somebody is focusing on making sure that they have all that they need or enough, actually more than enough. This person doesn't just want the bare minimum, they want more than enough to provide for their lover or family, household. So it doesn't matter what gender you are, somebody is showing up that way. So if that sounds like your relationship, or then it could, be that. But then it could be somebody who is coming in who is wanting that type of relationship with you. Let's see, anything else? Let's go ahead and pull your last card. This is somebody who feels like mature, because I'm just looking at this pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You're the oracle. So this is somebody who is like evolving. They're releasing past traumas or upbringings that would have made them feel like they need the bare minimum or whatever. Like, no, this person is very much like a hard worker, I would say, and is committed to family. Like, I also see somebody in particular who maybe they're like, they watched one of their parents, or like they watched their parents like get cheated on or something, they watched their parent get disrespected, or just they didn't like the dynamic between their parents or whoever had raised them. And so that just gives them motivation, where it says, your vibration is rising. It just gives them motivation to rewrite the kind of, like I said, relationship or household they want to have. Celestial Weaver. So I just feel like there's somebody showing up in this reading who just wants to do things differently, and they want to do things right, which I did say that Two of Swords. And with those opposing views that I picked up on, it could be them combating their past, their upbringing, and really, like I said ethics and morality was in here. Okay, yes, go ahead, Spirit. But so they could be, combating in their own mind, their past or things like that, and making sure that they're doing it right this time around. And it could also be that, experiences from a previous relationship or something like that, where they really want to turn around and do things differently. So like even I picked up on the strict sternness. It could be that in a past relationship, they realized that that was a barrier for them to really connect with somebody and love somebody. And so they're recognizing that vulnerability is needed in this current relationship or the next one. So like I said, if that sounds like you or your person, Okay, cool. But yeah, so here is your final card. It says, wow, on whom am I placing blame right now? And I'll tell you, Sagittarius just got this card, so you could have Sagittarius in your chart or be dealing with a Sagittarius. Okay. But anyways, on whom am I blaming right now? Placing blame on. Okay. A person who blames others has not begun their lesson. A person who blames themselves has begun their lesson. A person who blames no one has finished their lesson. Today's soul action: take responsibility. On whom are you placing blame right now? Today, free yourself by releasing all victimhood, blame, and resistance. They don't belong where you are going. Only love and courage live there. Make a choice to do it. Even if you don't feel ready, listen to your heart. You will be led. Absolutely. And I just want to reiterate, you guys have 3 cards of ancestors. 1, 2, 3. You got 3 cards of ancestors coming through. So if you're really if you're that energy who is really trying to change your upbringing, or do things differently this time around, make sure you're doing things right, being a good person and stuff like that, you have 3 cards letting you know that you are not alone, you are supported, you are strong enough to break ties, to rewrite your future, and do what you need to do. Okay? The Celestial Weaver. Your thoughts create your reality. So you got 2 of Swords here. Clear this mind up and be certain about the decisions that you're making, okay? Because your thoughts create your reality. Take care, you guys. Good luck on your journey.